So here's one theory I've always held. Fish that don't see many anglers, that live in very clear water, have an environment of high nutrition, grow the biggest. And that theory has always been the driving force behind the places that I go. And today's mission hopefully ticks all of those boxes. Okay, so here's the thing. I've been in here years ago, but it was so long ago that I've got such a vague memory of how actually to get in. It's taken me sort of half the day to actually find the place off the side of the road where you start on this mission. So this is going to be kind of a wilderness remote experience 101 because the access is pretty rugged to start with. I'm starting off on a mountain bike, and I'll just take light gear with me, and I've got it's probably about a 6 kilometre ride over very rough old, I don't know, I suppose it was an old logging trail or something like that, but I don't know who accessed this or who knows about it, but last time I rode it, it's got all these steep puddles in it, and you kind of got to be pretty careful riding through there. I was going full noise on the mountain bike through one of those, and my front tyre just dug in to the mud, and I went flying over the handlebars. So needless to say, I'll be pretty careful about doing that on this trip. See how we go. I've been pretty relaxed start today. It's halfway through the day. There's some dark clouds brewing overhead too, which is a bit of a concern. That was actually forecast, but yeah, I was in two minds this morning about actually doing anything. I got up early, but still took me a while to get motivated. But I'm here now, and so I'm not sure how much fishing there's going to be today. I might just be scoping out how to get back into this place, and then I might come back. That track was just as I remembered it, probably worse, more overgrown now. In fact, it seems that no one uses it anymore. Yeah, you'll see by the time lapse, it's just stuff overgrown, it's just banging into your face the whole time. So anyway, it was quite a cool mission. It sort of cut the time short getting in there anyway. I've still got to get access to the river, which takes probably another hour. We'll see you down there. Well, I made it down into here, probably, I don't know, at least 50 metres vertically above the river. So it's just sheer walls on the side here, and straight down to the river. So yeah, you have to be pretty careful. This is where I'm standing. This is my boot. That's the edge right over there. Just there. I'll carry on a little way while my energy levels are still good. I'm just going to head along the top here and find that gentle ridge where you can climb down. Down there, it gives you some idea of the vertical drop down to the bottom. This is just absolute tiger country, very remote, so just got to keep your wits about you in a place like this. Made it into the river here. What a mission getting down. Luckily I've been here before, so I could vaguely remember that I had to come upstream to catch more of a gentle ridge down to the river. The river, looks like there's quite a bit of water coming down. It's holding a bit of colour, so and with these dark clouds building all around, I'm not sure whether I really want to cross the river. I'm in here. I've got a little bit of energy, so I'm probably going to set up my rig and have a few casts. But today's really ended up being a bit of a scoping mission more than anything, just because I left late in the day, and it's taken most of the day to get in there, and I've still got to save energy to get back out. and there's not a big stretch of accessible water, so it's not a full day's fishing. I see a fish over here. It's over by the rock. Got it. Got him. No, don't go downstream. I want you to go down there. Oh, far out. You wouldn't want to be stuck in here when the water levels come up. And there's some big thunderheads around, so yeah, I don't want to hang out too long on this side of the river. I've got one crossing, just get back across to my exit point. I've reached a point where I just can't go further upstream here. It'd be too dangerous to anyway in a remote place like this. You basically have to swim to get through the narrows there. Incredible country, really wild and remote. It's very rugged. I haven't found many fish, so I don't know about it. The amount of effort that put in to get here, I don't really know whether it's worth it, to be honest. So, well, not for the fishing anyway. The scenery is pretty amazing though, and just the remoteness and wildness of this place is pretty cool in itself. It's certainly got some wild characters. So I've got to turn around here and head back out. It's 4:30 now, and I need at least a couple of hours, about 2.5 hours to get back out of here. Cranking it up this climb to climb back out of the valley. So I found my trail back out, which I blazed with fern fronds. It's a good thing to do to mark your passage. It's always good when you're out in the middle of nowhere to have some peace of mind that you're on the right track, or that you're on a familiar track. Whew. It's hard work, right? Once I get back up the top, I got the mountain bike ride to get back out. It took about 40 minutes coming in, but it was all downhill. So yeah, I expect that to be a little bit longer going back out. Whew. Boy, this is a gut buster. So back from that mission, it was a real mission actually. It was more of a mission just getting in there and getting out than actually fishing the river itself. The river had a little bit of colour to it, so there's been a bit of rain over the last few days, and I think these big cloud build-ups that we keep getting on and on probably have affected it a little bit. So I only saw one fish, and I put a big dry fly over that fish, and that fish just didn't hesitate to take the fly. We've got skydivers coming down from above, so that's what you'll hear. Chutes opening. Anyway, so yeah, it's a cool mission getting back in there, and it was neat to go back into that place. A real wild spot, and I hope the footage kind of shows you just how wild it is. Just a place that you go, you just got to keep your wits about you, because yeah, it's very rugged. There's no cell phone coverage or anything in there, so if you get into trouble, you need to have a bit of a backup plan. So at least someone needs to know where you are, and you take your locator beacon with you and that sort of thing. But yeah, it's a cool trip, but yeah, probably not all that worth it really for the fishing. Don't know why. The habitat down there would be awesome for fish, I would have thought. It's so remote, and the fish would never see any anglers, so never get any pressure, and the habitat looks good, so I don't know why I only encountered one fish. The place where you get down into, there's not much water there to fish, so it's really only sort of maybe a half day's fishing at the most. But anyway, it's cool to do something different like that, and a real adventure. And It's just quite cool to actually do that again and know that yeah, I can still do those kind of things, which is neat. Like and subscribe and keep the comments coming in, and I'll see you in the next vlog.